Hey guys, Colin here. Welcome to NASCAR Heat 2, where today we're doing a review of the 2018 season update, where we got a brand new rosters for the Camping World Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Monster Energy Series. So, updated rosters, updated paint schemes, etc. Some new NASCAR Next drivers in the Truck Series and Xfinity Series. Now we'll run over to the Xfinity Series, you can see here. Updated rosters, updated paint schemes, etc. with them all. And you got those new Next drivers in here, as you can see. Any changes and such, they're all in there and included. Some extra bonus content for paint schemes. And the Monster Energy Series is where the big update is. You got that Camaro now included. So, as you can see, etc., etc. Kyle Larson, a very nice looking Camaro here. Is the 2018 season update worth it? It absolutely is. You get the Camaro, you get the Roval, which we're going to do in this review as well. As you can see, Ford still run the same car, same with Toyota, still a very similar car. But the Chevy is the big change. A nice new roster update. Camaro is the biggest thing in it. So now we'll go on to the Roval. I don't know why I backed out of that. We'll take Jimmy Johnson's car out for this race. Just his paint scheme included. As you can see, the Charlotte Roval, which is the big addition in this. We'll just do a very quick race through it. So here we go with the Charlotte. Alright, so here is the Charlotte Roval, everybody. See Jimmy Johnson standing up by his brand new Camaro. You can see the nose, which is the really new thing with it. All the details nailed down to the centimeter. So we're going to do a quick practice. Sharp turn straight off a pit road though, so be prepared for that. And don't come out too fast, because if you come out too fast, you might slide up into that wall over there, so just be prepared for that. Sharp turns in the road section of this track, so you're never going to really get all that fast on this part, but there is the back stretch, which is kind of fast, so you guys have that. As soon as you get up in the third here, you're going to be backing the brakes and downshifting in the second here, flowing up and back into staying in second here, skidding around this turn. A little loose, pushed it a little too hard. Now this is a slower turn in the 50 range. AI is about 40-50 miles an hour in it. Now be careful coming into this turn, the actual race, because the cars are extremely slow over here. So you'll be doing about 40-50. Just don't come out too fast, because then you'll slide up and lose some lap time. Heavy into the brakes here. Take this at about 20 or 30. And then, oh, I'm in neutral, my bad. And then get in the first and go full throttle all the way up to fourth gear. There's a little bit of There's some obstacles up here that you have to be prepared for and careful when you go through them. Because if you nudge into any of these, you're coddling your car. Then you're into the turn. Run it in the lower 160s, high 150 range. And if you get loose, you're going to unfortunately bob a little below there. The AI will run slow in this part. You will not get the kind of speed you're getting right now with me in practice, but it's just how it is. Be careful coming into this turn, heavy in the brakes all the way down the second, because you can smack those walls easily and you'll be very loose coming off of it, so very careful so you don't do what I just did there. And if you do what I just did there, you will just do not overcorrect it. Be careful. If you overcorrect, you will smack into things hard. Brushing the walls is normal at a road course like I just did there, but nailing one head on is not, so gotta be careful with it. Heavy braking, downshift in the second. Flow up here, gonna stick in second gear here, sharp turn, skidding up probably to the apron there, and this is a turn you take at about 50 miles an hour. It's a very sharp turn. You don't want to be full throttle because you will get loose and probably spin out. This turn over here is also another slow one. You can take it up near 50, but 40 is probably the better place to be. Very light in the throttle, then you can get in the full throttle here. Heavy braking, downshift the first. Get prepared to get onto this and go full speed ahead. Better off staying low there, though. I was a little too fast, so I slid up. And in the fourth. Here's that squirrely section. The AI will take it a lot slower than you do. They just do. So when you're in traffic, you will not be flowing through that full throttle like I just did. And this is more so how you're supposed to do that turn. No mistakes in that. In the 150 range. And into this part. Slow, downshift in the third. Don't hit anything, and you're through it. Be careful though, because you can crash, and you will total your car in that place. And over here is a big place to mess up. That was a decent one, a little fast. And if you get too fast here, much faster than I just was, you will hit that wall. So follow the lines of where the rubber is built up on this track, and that will help you out the most. Anyways, guys, be sure to stick. Try to get as close as you can to where you can see the tires built up on the track, the rubber built into it. So obviously, it's just a texture in the game, but it is actually the real one that you'll see on the real track. So if you stick to that line, you will get the best lap time. So once again, bang through all the gears, and then be ready to go into this turn. Don't do anything drastic turning-wise. All very subtle. You can hang up on 160 for a little bit, then drop down to the 150 range. And full throttle, and now off the throttle into the brakes. Get ready to downshift in the third. And back into full throttle for a moment. Back into the brakes, downshift the second. Come into this turn about 70 or slower, get in like that. And this only works if you're in, either in practice or in first, because if you are in the back of the pack, they will go nowhere near this fast. I consistently get the fastest lap time at this track. I don't usually win though, because the AI will wreck you, and if you make a little mistake, they will run over you and spin you out and wreck you and ruin your race day. Not even exaggerating. So you got to be very careful of the AI, and the best thing to do is stay clear of them. If you're running a full race, you're best off, if you start in the back, just waiting for them to fan out a little bit, and then making all your passes. But this is just a little tutorial on how to run the race. Take this at about 40, a little too fast there, so we skid out a little bit. Not getting into the gas too early. Now back into the gas, full throttle. Get to about 100, jam those brakes, downshift in the first. 100's a little too fast actually. Then you full throttle again. Don't hit the wall, not a good thing to do. And you can run different lines. I mean, if you want, you can run the high line. I'll come down and get a side draft here sometimes on the drivers. There is a full race of this. There is a full video of this race up when you see this video, so you can go check that out if you're curious. There we go. I did some braking there because the AI runs it about that fast. I'm running about an AI speed lap right now, except a little too fast over here. AI is in the 140, 150 range over here. The AI is already off the brakes, off the gas and into the brakes here, downshifted and through it, nice and smoothly. And now they're back into the throttle. Alright, skid around that. Perfecto. Well, perfect till then. Once again, if you get squirrely like that, get off the throttle. Use more of the brake than you do the throttle. Anyways, guys, we're racing on some fresh rubber now. New, nice tires, so we can cut these turns with a little more speed. You can see Larson's back there with us, so we'll try to keep him there. And pay attention to his line in the mirror. Heavy in the brakes, downshift the first. Hang around 30 miles an hour, get set to go full throttle here. Yeah, we hit the wall. If you get in the throttle a little too early, you will hit the wall. So, that is basically how to run this racetrack, and that is the 2018 season update. The Charlotte Roval is the big addition, and the Camaro, which we are in right now. Here's the cockpit view of this part, which is pretty cool. A little squirrely, but we got through it. We did fine. A little too fast, though. See what happens when you hit 160? You go up into that wall. So you do not try running that fast. And this is about the fastest you can run this part of the racetrack. Wee! Barely, and we didn't hit anything. But honestly, you probably lose more time than you gain. You gotta get into that brake early over here, or else you will hit the walls. So, there you go. There you guys know. Alright guys, we'll also do a real quick run through of the race, just so you can see how the AI is starting from the back. You saw the times we were running in practice, and this is the AI in the game. A little difficult to race with. Best off just getting low on them and making passes. You have to do some interesting things, like I'm probably going to get down even below the apron over here and just sneak under, give him a little nudge, and you'll make up a lot of positions by doing that. But the AI is rough in this, you got to race him rough too. Best off just trying to avoid them the best you can on each turn. Oh, I got nudged there. But, a little loose, but just stay to the inside and don't push it too hard, because if you push it too hard, you'll spin like I just did there. It's hard not to push it too hard, though, because you get really into it. In the third, we're going to shoot down low, downshift in the second, and try to shoot down low here on the 13 of Dylan, Austin Dillon. No, not Austin Dillon, Ty Dillon. Right. See what we can do. Yep. Alright, Dylan, you're doing a little shove here. Gotta do what you gotta do. And this is where the AI you will see is extremely slow. You saw the speeds I was running this. They were much faster than what they're running. Alright, full throttle. And downshift in the first. AI running pretty good here this time, actually. It's alright. Bush. So that's a lap on the race right there. Coming to the line, we started in 40th, we're already up to 19th, 20th. So, that's pretty good. You're gonna see right here, too. AI will not run as fast as you did in practice on this. You can make some passes on the lower side, too. Just be ready to get back in those brakes, because 160 leads to you going down low. Also, the AI will run slow up here, but you can use it as it's a good way to make up time, make up positions if you run behind, or if you get loose. If you get loose and you're about to crash, you're better off locking them brakes up, just avoiding everything. And that is the racetrack in the race, so hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. Wee, little squirrely there. Yeah, we'll do a full race, why not? You can use the downshift to help you slow down too. Ah, he got me in the grass there, he wasn't moving either. Good racing by Hamlin. Down in the second. Back in the brakes here. Going to third for the sake of not spinning my tires. Now back in the second. Ah, a little into the grass. We missed it. Good. A little too squirrely there, huh? A little too rough. You get too rough in these turns, you will get loose and you will slide all over the place. Once again, very slow AI over here. But it's okay. You get to the low end of them going into the turn, you can make up some positions. Here we are right behind William Byron in that 24. Just like Jeff Gordon's car. A lot of people sit there and they're like, oh, it's a copy of Jeff Gordon's car. You guys do know Jeff Gordon has partial ownership on the 24. He partially owns that race car and team. So he has a word in it and wants these people in the car. He wanted William Byron in that car. Ooh, we saved it. Cool. That's what'll happen if you nick those things. If we had nicked it any harder, we would have been going around. And usually there's a caution by now too. There's a lot of wrecks with the AI in this game. See, there you go, making up a lot of positions just like that. And right up behind Byron now. Sneaking in behind Elliott. Came in a little too fast there. He had to lock up them brakes when we shot by everyone. A little too fast there. And going that little bit too fast led to us losing more position than gaining, so. Oh, Elliott, a little high on that apron. Not Elliott, Newman. I saw the 9th place and thought of Elliott. I also remember Elliott is now in the number 9. And brakes around the turn. Oh, a little squirrely there. Not going to overcorrect it. Just going to be calm, not screw it up. And we'll make up some positions over here in this turn. Anyways, where all the cars will get bunched up and messed up. We'll go around wide, because we can run this around 40-ish. Oh, they are too, because they're not all bunched up on each other. They'll start to run more competitive lap times. Snake in under. Oh yeah, we snuck in under Bush there, and we took that spot away from him. Spun our tires though, so we didn't get to catch up to Keselowski as we might have planned to. Alright, up to 8th, with 3 laps to go. 2.5 laps. Technical. Alright, we'll probably catch up to them a little bit coming into this turn. We're going to lock our brakes up to downshift here. Super quick with it. Oh, they ran pretty good there. Ooh, got nudged by... Well, we kind of nudged him and it screwed us over. Oh god, big crash at Charlotte. Kind of our fault if you get a little too ballsy, that will happen. Anyways, we'll finish out the race with a damaged car. Why not, just for the fun of it. Not many laps left. If you have a caution set, obviously you would have gotten a caution there. You can go pit, fix your car up, and reconcile and learn not to do that the hard way. But it'll happen because as you're getting used to the track, you might race this a little harder than you have to when you're really eager to get in front, but it's not the end of the world. As you can see, my temperature's going to start going up quick though because of this. There it is. Actually, it's chilling around 199, so it ain't the end of the world. There's Elliott in that number 9 car. Very nice car. I like the look of it, and especially with that Camaro design, it's very cool looking. Ooh, little squirrely there. I just slowed right down. It's not worth crashing like I did earlier just for a position. Like, I got nudged by Suarez because I came in on him too fast for him to even notice. He didn't even know what was going on, and then I was there. Even though I do call him Swervez because he just crashes a lot in the real game, in the real life. So do I in the game, so it's okay. Up to 4th. And 2 laps to go into the squirrely section. 2 more times here. Now off the gas, 160-ish. A little loose there, a little loose, not the end of the world. Held on to it. Oh, we almost nicked it, but we missed it by inches. Now we can probably dive bomb Keselowski and Bush here. Make up some of those lost positions. Up to 6 with Truex. And back up with Suarez, just by being smart with that turn versus the AI. And racing rough, because in theory this is the last 2 laps of the race where you have to be ballsy to get up front. Now, we will not get a first place finish. There's a little nudge of Suarez. I know, I should be easier, but I don't really care. It's the last lap of the race and I want to make some. Downshift in a second, into the turn. Up we go. Completely off the gas right now, back into it, just feathering it. And we'll go around this at about 50. Hang out right here, and the throttle a little bit, feathering it, and full throttle, and off it, and a little full throttle into the brake. It's so much to say to really tell you guys what I'm doing. I hope some of you who are really good at this game, or not good, but like, if you have experience with how the game works, you can tell by the RPM gauge when I'm in the throttle and when I'm not. Ooh, little, but not an issue. We just got it saved. So what position are we chilling? We're in 5th place. It looks like we're locked in for a 5th place finish here at the Charlotte Roval. Not a bad finish. I try to get it up to the red line as close as I can before I shift. I found that works best at this racetrack. Some tracks it doesn't, but this one it does. Ooh, a little loose. I'm sure if you ride that correctly and do not get loose and spin out, you can definitely run a little faster. The 3rd, no need to run it too fast here. It's the last lap of the race. And that is it, the Charlotte Roval. So that's the Charlotte Roval guy, and that is the NASCAR 2018 season update. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's a link in the description to go buy it. You can go to NASCARHeat.com, and that's where, well, actually, no, you can just go to the website. If you have PC, that's where you have to go, but if you have console, it's on the stores. It's all out live now. This is not an early access sort of thing. Great, I recommend it. You get that Camaro in the new season. Sucks that you can't carry over your career, but it is what it is. You can start brand new. So anyways, guys, sure to leave a like rating, subscribe below, share out the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.